the day today in the Lok Sabha went down the drain and was wasted once again in the ruckus where the government passed, of course, the contentious Ramji bill to replace Manrega. Remember, the bill which is the Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar and Ajivika Mission, this bill has been a point of contention between the opposition and the government. And why? Because the government says that we have found an improved version of Manrega. The question was that if the government wanted to, in fact, make some amendments, that's the opposition asking, they could have amended the bill. They could have brought in amendments to the bill. But by bringing a new bill and replacing it with the name, in fact, of Mahatma Gandhi from it, the opposition argument is that this is erasure of Gandhi. And of course, the BJP government, pushing in at this moment their own agenda. This became a scene of unruly disruptions in the parliament, in the Lok Sabha, where the opposition came to the well of the house. The bill was torn to pieces. There was shouting. There was ruckus. And while all this was going on, amidst the disruptions and the ruckus, the government said the bill has been passed without any proper discussion, as the opposition wanted this bill to be sent to the select committee. I want to first, ladies and gentlemen, because, I've been saying time and again, it is very, very important that issues renaming a bill possibly, more important was the discussion on pollution. But I want to first play out for you a report which tells you how this entire bill was passed amid massive disruption and ruckus.
विधेयक को सभा द्वारा पारित किया जाए। महात्मा गांधी विजन ऑफ राम राज्य।
हर दिन इन्होंने यहाँ पे तमाशा किया है। हमारा दिल दहल जाता था इनको देखकर।
A massive showdown in Parliament as the Lok Sabha passed the new Ramji bill that will replace the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Members of the opposition protested in the well and tore up papers as the government moved to pass the bill, ignoring the opposition's demand to send it to the standing committee. The speaker said the legislation had been discussed at length and berated the opposition for tearing up papers.
सदस्य, आपको देश की जनता ने कागज फेंकने के लिए नहीं भेजा है, आपको चर्चा करने के लिए भेजा है.
The opposition has been opposing the bill on two counts. First, the removal of Mahatma Gandhi's name from the law, calling it an insult to the father of the nation. And second, on the provision that puts more financial burden on the states. Manrega was primarily a centrally funded scheme, while Ramji divides financial costs between the centre and states at 60-40.
इस बिल से मनरेगा खत्म होने जा रहा है क्योंकि प्रदेश की सरकारों के पास इतना पैसा है नहीं.
Arguing in favour of the bill, Union Agriculture Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan said the Congress has named laws only after Nehru and is now questioning the NDA government. He also termed Manrega as a tool for corruption.
कितनी योजना चलाई तो नाम रखने की सनक इनकी है माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय. मोदी सरकार तो केवल काम करना चाहती है, केवल काम में हमारा विश्वास है.
Countering the opposition's objections to the bill nomenclature, BJP MP Kangana Ranaut said that this is the era of Ram.
ये राम युग है, तो अब जिसका काम नाम आया उन्होंने वो नाम रखे, तो अब जब राम का वक्त आया तो वो अपना नाम रखें.
Well, Congress's Shashi Tharoor accused the government of sullying Lord Ram's name for politics.
मेरे बचपन में ये गाते थे, देखो ये दीवानो ओ दीवानो ये काम मत करो, राम का नाम बदनाम मत करो. And in this particular case it's a real.
The bill will now go to the Rajya Sabha before it becomes law. But the politics is unlikely to die down anytime soon, as the opposition is planning countrywide protests. An NDTV Bureau report.
Like always, I've been talking about pollution ad nauseum. I will keep talking about it. But before that, we want to, in fact, discuss what happened in the Lok Sabha today. And joining me at this moment, of course, Rajya Sabha MP from the Congress Party, ma'am, thank you so much for being with us here. Rajya Sabha is going on, so thank you for taking the time out. We also have Dr. Mamta Tyagi from the BJP on the broadcast. I want to, before I go into the merits of what happened with the G Ramji bill, I want to understand from you. The speaker called out the opposition today and said that you have not been sent only to, create disturbance in the House. There was time which was given to the opposition to speak on this bill. Rather, the opposition was seen disrupting, shouting, tearing the bill. Is that the kind of behavior that is expected of the opposition MPs?
If raising the voice for the people, if raising the people's emotions in the House, isn't that our responsibility? Isn't that our duty? The women, mothers, they all survive on this Manrega, which we cannot even call as Manrega now. So that is, across the country, the rural poor survives with this Manrega, the employment guarantee scheme. But now that's totally wiped out. They just don't want this to be, right from the beginning, we have seen in multiple occasions how they have strangling this scheme. They have been reducing in the budget, in budget cuts, and now this is like a death knell. This is like putting the scheme in the ventilator. So when such situation happen, how can we be sitting without raising our voice? How can we not be the voice of people?
Wouldn't your voice have counted more if you would have made all these important points during a discussion rather than, in fact, disrupting the House?
No, it's not disrupting the House. We have been repeatedly demanding that this something of this important nature, it should be first sent to select committee. Let there be discussion on it. But this is like no, the way they have passed it, they have not even gone clause by clause. They just declared that the bill is passed and the bill is passed. That's not how it is.
The BJP, Dr. Tyagi, speaks about the parliamentary procedures a lot. In fact, your leaders love giving lessons to the opposition as far as the behavior in the parliament is concerned. But one criticism that is directed towards the ruling party, of course, is that the treasury benches actually do not care about a discussion. You just went and passed the bill during the, even when the opposition was in fact asking for it to be sent to a select committee. What is this my way or the highway behavior of the government?
I think there is no problem in passing this bill directly because the Manrega was having itself a big problem for the government. If you see the data of the last 10 years, what had happened in the Manrega is that there's so much of loophole that fund is being released from the center, but not actually being used for the development of nation or the development or the growth of any rural background. Basically, the thing is that to stop the loophole, to stop the corruption, we need a change. And that was a change of BB Viksit Bharat Ji Ramji. And that name shows Viksit Bharat as a dream of each and every Indian, that we should achieve a goal of Viksit Bharat by 2047.
Hold on. I just, give me a second. Let's forget about 2047. It's very far. But what I want to understand from you, so you had the problem in the way Manrega, there were certain loopholes. So you wanted to bring, is this an amended Manrega or is it a new bill? Let me understand that, because the opposition says that you are only bringing this to, in fact, erase the name of Mahatma Gandhi from the bill. So are you saying that this is an improved version of what was Manrega?
You can take this thing as an example that in olden days we have a Maruti 800 and now we have a Swift Desire. Why we change the name, why we upgrade the model, why we create a new momentum. The name change or the model upgradation to make new things better way, better presentable and better application to be given to the people of India. That is the motive behind the name change and the...
So does making an existing scheme better only comes with the change of the name, ma'am? You could have made Manrega better. You could have brought these amendments in Manrega.
What the problem of opposition is, the name with the Ram or something else? That is what is the main reason why they are opposing the name change? Because as I gave the example about the car model changes, When we have an improved scheme, when we have a motive, when we have a name suggesting that every Indian should feel connected, that he or she is a part of our new mission, that will create a new heights to India. That's the logic behind it. And
If Mahatma Gandhi's name is attached to a scheme, Indians don't feel connected to it. Is that what you're saying? Indians don't connect with Mahatma Gandhi. You are saying opposition has problem with Ram. You have problem with Mahatma Gandhi.
Let me complete my sentence first. Mahatma Gandhi was the father of nation. What was the dream of Mahatma Gandhi, and what is the basic principle Mahatma Gandhi follows in his own life? That is Bhagwan Ram. He Ram. And the spirit, the dream, think about that is a Ram Rajya.
Okay.
We want to create a Ram Rajya, we want to create a Viksit Bharat, then we are going follow the same principle Mahatma Gandhi. We follow the principle of Mahatma Gandhi, just not using the name of Gandhi. That's the main thing.
Okay, all right. Hold on. I have some more questions for you. I'll come to you. But Ms. Mathur, let me bring you in at this moment. You are making a criticism today that the government is putting the burden on the states as far as this bill is concerned. Priyanka Gandhi came and said that it was largely a central funded scheme. Now the onus, of course, is being put on the state. 40% is expected to be in fact contributed by the states, but the reins of the bill will be in the hands they should contribute enough. If the BJP picks that up and implements it, what is the problem?
But by so that's right. We're talking about the contentious G bill, which will replace the Manrega, and it has been passed in the Lok Sabha amid a massive demonstration by the opposition MPs. The members of the opposition who wanted the bill sent to a standing committee, they demonstrated in the well and they tore up papers in Parliament after the Speaker said that the legislation had been discussed at length. The government, of course, maintains that the bill is an improvement on the Manrega bill. In fact, Union Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan alleged that the act was named after Gandhi with an eye on 2009 polls. Remember, the opposition has been demonstrating against the bill, calling it anti-poor, saying that they want to remove the name of Mahatma Gandhi from the bill, further alleging that the new provisions will lead to more corruption. The bill will now be tabled in the Rajya Sabha, and we have been seeing massive showdown happening in Parliament over the G bill after it has been, the name has been renamed from Manrega, and that's the story that we are telling you here. They said Gandhi's name added with eye on 2009. And well, my colleague Ankit is back on the show. Ankit, back to you.
Stand by. Thanks, Resha. I apologize to our viewers for that technical glitch. In fact, you were making a point about what the BJP spokesperson said. They said that you have a problem with this bill because Ram has been introduced in this.
Let me first complete what I had started. So they are insulting Mahatma Gandhi. Now even in this conversation, they want to compare Maruti 800 and Swift Desire, and they want to say that's why they changed the name. And also she was mentioning Mahatma Gandhi was the father of nation. Mahatma Gandhi is the father of the nation. He continues to be father of the nation. So does that mean they are already in the mindset that Mahatma Gandhi was? So I wish to say this bill, it affects people, it affects women, it affects poor, it erases Mahatma Gandhi, and more importantly, this attitude of the government to erase Mahatma Gandhi from, naam or nishan nahi hona chahiye is what they are saying.
When you, the original, in fact, when the scheme was launched, it was called Narega. In 2009, Mahatma Gandhi's name was added to this. It was your government at that point of time. You had the right to add Mahatma Gandhi. If they want to remove Mahatma Gandhi's name, introduce or an improved bill with some other name, what is the problem? When you are in the government, you will enjoy all the rights of being in the government, and when the BJP does that, you will question it.
No, it's a question of removing Mahatma Gandhi's name. Mahatma Gandhi, who is Mahatma Gandhi? Mahatma Gandhi gave life for this country. Mahatma Gandhi's essence is in that scheme. The Gram Swaraj. Now Gram Swaraj, the Mahatma Gandhi's dream is visualized in that Manrega. Now Mahatma Gandhi's Gram Swaraj is also not there. Mahatma Gandhi's name is also not there.
The name of the scheme. You brought
So
it in.
it was an improvement to make it more towards Mahatma Gandhi's thoughts and dreams. We incorporated Mahatma Gandhi's Gram Swaraj more extensively by adding the name and the theme.
Dr. Tyagi, let me ask you this, because you are saying that, we want people to get connected with the various schemes and so forth. And Mahatma Gandhi used to worship Lord Ram. By that logic, Mahatma Gandhi used to worship Lord Ram. You're talking about Ram Rajya. Remove Mahatma Gandhi from the currency notes as well. Put Ram there as well. What's stopping you? Is that the second thing that you want to do? Logical conclusion to removing the name of Mahatma?
See, you have to first think the Congress party is completely working on for the pseudo Gandhi family, I should say, because Priyanka Gandhi now had added the Gandhi surname to her children also. Using the just Gandhi for having the benefits and the
you are going somewhere else.
We are living with the true inspiration of Mahatma Gandhi. We are following that in our work culture, and we are working day and night on the principles of Mahatma Gandhi.
No, but so much inspiration that his name is not acceptable to you.
Name is just think that dream of Mahatma Gandhi is going to be fulfilled with the Bhagwan Ram. That's why it's the same way. It's not a change. It's a true inspiration. We are going to follow that.
So then I asked that question which you have not answered, madam. So you have not answered the question. So if Mahatma Gandhi's dream and will be fulfilled through this new change and Bhagwan Ram, then why don't we replace Mahatma Gandhi from the currency notes, put Bhagwan Ram there? Is that what you can think about?
See, just you have to think about this is just a mere scheme. It's a not together altogether a broad scenario that we are making a change. We are just, as starting of my debate, I used to ask that we want to add a motto. Motto means a goal, to a inspiration so that everybody should have a goal of Viksit Bharat. First two words should be clearly notified that Viksit Bharat was the main theme.
I'm right at the conclusion of this. I just want to ask you one question, and then I will, in fact, go to, Ms. Mathur, just tell me one thing. The Prime Minister once stood in Lok Sabha and called Manrega a living example of the corruption of the Congress governments. He said that this is the Congress which, in fact, goes and has put people गड्ढा खोदने के लिए लोगों को स्कीम दिया है आजादी के 60 साल बाद, and they are going around talking about this as if it's a great achievement. If this scheme was something that the Prime Minister thought is a living example of corruption of the Congress government, why did you think to improve this scheme? You should have completely scrapped it. आज आपको मनरेगा क्यों प्यारा हो गया?
The thing is that first of all, who was the first government who gave the directly beneficiary to the account for the farmers? We were the first one. We are always thinking with the farmers and the poor people or rural background, or the people of India who's 60% living in the rural background. That the Manrega scheme, our motive was not to scrap the scheme, not to completely abolish that scheme, but to have the online things, online audits, weekly and daily review. That's why these changes are there, because we should stop the loopholes, as Rajiv Gandhi said, that in the 1 rupees only 25 paisa rules should reach to the...
Okay, so basically you agree that it's a good scheme. It was a good scheme by the UPA government, but you are only trying to fix the loopholes in that. Can I then ask you? There is a saying as far as the parliamentary democracy is concerned. In a parliamentary democracy, the government will have its way and the opposition will have its, sound or what they want to say. The opposition will have its say. The government will have its way because they have the numbers. And in a parliamentary democracy, that is actually, in the end, that is where the meter stops. The opposition will have its say. Is the Congress party not able to reconcile with that fact? They have the numbers. They will pass the bill.
when Congress government, when UPA government was there, we used that opportunity to give right to the people for employment, right to employment through Manrega scheme.
They've not
No. So now what they are doing, now they are trying to kill the scheme.
How?
By their power. Because now 60-40.
You gave guarantee for 100 days, they are giving guarantee for 125 days.
They are saying they are giving for 125 days. See, look at how it's going to be implemented. Look at the roadblocks in between. Now it's going to be 60-40. When the governments, state governments do not, when they fight for their survival itself, how 60-40 will be practical for the state government to give? So at the end of the day, I wish to say that this is a clear case where the government in power is trying to take back what Congress government had given. When UPA was there, we gave right to employment. Now when UPA, when it is NDA government, they are trying to take away the right.
If the government incorporates what you are saying, then you have no problem with the name?
No, we have. See, there are multiple factors. One is the name factor. We definitely oppose. Why would we agree for something like this? We respect Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi lives in the hearts of every Indian. Now, it doesn't change with time. It's not Maruti 800 or Swift Desire to change. Mahatma Gandhi stays in our hearts forever.
Okay.
So now, that is one thing, Mahatma Gandhi's name. Second is definitely this new bill contains...
Will there be a bigger opposition in Rajya Sabha?
Across the nation. Across the nation. We will not just end with Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Across the nation, we have been protesting. We will continue to protest.
Ma'am, thank you so much for speaking to me at this moment, putting the point of the Congress party. Thank you, Dr. Tyagi, all as well, for joining us on the broadcast. Ladies, the question also that should be asked, that whether it's just a renaming of the old schemes to try and package them in a better way, because, states like Bihar, where will Bihar, the estimate is about 4,000 extra crore rupees Bihar will need to in fact pitch in when this scheme is implemented in Bihar because of the new contribution norms. And this is something that the BJP, when it was in power, in fact the BJP chief ministers had opposed that, more burden on the chief minister when they were in opposition and the UPA had brought in and there was discussions whether the state should increase their share and all. But in Indian politics, it becomes everything changes with where you sit. On what side of the aisle you are sitting, that in fact decides what you are going to say and the stand that you are going to take.